Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Alright, we're just gonna think around. Everyone. Sweet. Now I just gotta refresh my page here and get back onto my thing here. Alright. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Live 39 seconds ago. Sweet. Make sure my tablet gets caught up with itself. Actually, my tablet just decided to go like bonkers on me, so I just restart it all and get back to normal. Alright. Alright, Craig Bush Rocks. There we go. Sweet. I'll just set my tablet right there because I got my USB 4.0. I'm trying a different one, a powered one, because my computer likes to crash there once in a while. So we're doing some testing while I'm live streaming. So I got my USBs plugged into different sections and stuff like that on my computer. So I got my camera into a dedicated USB port, so that's not interfering with my USB drives and stuff like that. So hopefully that works a little bit better for my streaming and all that while I'm ripping movies. So hopefully it works out pretty good. Well, we know what happens if my computer crashes. That means yeah, my experiment didn't work very well. But yeah, I took my USB 3.0 and I plugged a 5-volt power device into it, because I got like all my external hard drives plugged into it, so it gets more power. So I think that's one of the things that was crashing my computer. I never did get my graphics card I talked about, which I still got to do that. I've been stuck at home for the past 3 weeks because I've been working on my car, so I'm still stuck. I'm gonna be still stuck at home this weekend because I gotta do the calipers on my car. I've been driving it back and forth to work with one caliper, and that, yeah, it's been fun. Because last weekend I was supposed to get my calipers on Friday, last week Friday, and we were going to put them on Saturday when we were doing my my lower control arm, replacing that bolt on there. But no, didn't work out quite that way. No, my calipers came Sunday evening before I go to work. So I'm driving around with one caliper working. That's real fun this week. So yep, got my car parked for the weekend. So pretty much stuck at home unless my buddy Rod picks me up later tomorrow or something like that. But I got to get back on time to get my calipers done. But yeah, pretty sweet. But yeah, still recovering from that one dumpster fire game I played. Oh, want to forget about it. Oh, Mind's Eye. I'm probably gonna wait till I get some updates and patches for it, and then I might get on it and finish it and do a proper review of that game, because yeah, that's a shame. Wow, I can't believe that they've released that just to make a buck, and come to find out they're PlayStation's refunding people. I think Steam's refunding people. I was watching one of my people I watched, John Raptor, he's refunding people because he did a sponsored video, so that's cool of him to do that. I was like, wow, what an epic fail for a game. I tell you, man, that's a shame. I was like I said, companies like that should get should get called out for it and just get, yeah, enough said about that one. But fun. So hope everybody's doing good. But yeah, I would have got on my streaming a little bit earlier, but I was experimenting with my USBs and stuff like that, trying to ripping some movies, and right now I'm ripping Stealth, by the way, so everything's going at the same time, and make sure everything's running good. Yeah, actually running a lot faster since I've added some power to my USB 3.0. I'm like the computer smart person. I didn't even think about that when I was plugging things in. I was like, I wonder if I just plug in my 5-volt power into this thing, and because it's taking power, it's like lo and behold, it's working so far, and it's working a little bit faster too. But yeah, well, I'm still going to get a better graphics card in my computer, so I'm definitely going to get that. Probably going to go with an RTX 3050 if I get one, maybe a 3060. Don't really need something too much, just something better than what I got right now. I could probably go with a 2080 or something, but I can get a 3050 for less than $200, and that would work just perfect. I'm gonna hold off on the liquid cooler and try the card first because I need to upgrade that graphics card anyways. I'll just give my old graphics card to my buddy Matt, and he can use it in his computer that we're gonna build for him and stuff like that, because he wants a computer for his property, a proper computer that he can stream his movies with. So I'll probably just do that. But yeah, been kind of fun for the past 3 weeks of working on my car, but been busy at work. When it gets hot at work, yeah, wears you out pretty badly. If you ever notice in my videos how tired I look sometimes. But it's nice to get my weekend and kind of just relax a little bit, and that's cool. I want to get back in my maintenance where I work at, so I can get that half a year on and a half a year off. But cool. I better tell Severn I'm streaming right now and I'm ripping movies, because I'm ripping those movies too for him and stuff like that. Probably gonna send his hard drive back to him next week. That way he has it. And if he's got something to transfer all of his movies to, I'm gonna just tell him to send our hard drive back to me, and I'll finish it. I'll finish putting stuff on there for him. But pretty cool. I'll message him later. I'm still kind of like recovering. My dad's got some pie downstairs, and I already have one G Fuel. Probably get another G Fuel here later on. I do like my Insta360 camera. I got lots of videos already done on this. I just got to get it out. They're all on my computer. I did a couple of videos. I believe I put something. I don't remember if I did or not, but I do got some videos I've been working on with this thing and just slowly getting it done. I got an arcade video, or that arcade I went to. I got that video I did with this camera, but I gotta get back to the arcade so I could do a proper interview with that guy over there. Or Rocket Arcade, I think it's called. Do a proper interview over there. That would be kind of sweet. But hopefully people know I'm streaming right now, so I'm actually kind of early, considering I've been streaming kind of later, on the weekends. But yeah, hope you liked my video I did today talking about some Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Yeah, I know that Resident Evil game's coming out in February next year, I believe, but I'll hold off on that. Hey Ricky, how you doing, buddy? I'm chilling out today. I got my calipers finally last Sunday night. Oh, that really pissed me off. So I can actually get my calipers done tomorrow. But yeah, it's fun being stuck at home. Yeah, but those calipers are nice too. They're not rebuilt. They're actually brand new, which I wasn't sure if they're rebuilt when I ordered them or not. But yeah, they're brand new, so sweet. I'm thinking about if my buddy Rob picks me up, go pick up some paint. Might paint them red and stuff like that, or use that wrinkle paint I got. Paint them red before I put them on. Make them look pretty. But yeah, they look good for calipers. My brake pads are just sitting in a box in the garage. I was so bummed out last weekend. Oh, my movie just got done ripping. Hold on a minute. Got to get this put away real quick. Alright, good old Stealth. Anybody remember that movie, Stealth? That was a pretty decent movie from back in the day. Jessica Biel and Jamie Foxx. Alright, let's see how well it transferred these movies over. Well, so I can still see my chat on my tab. I put my tablet right there in front of me. It's not off to the side right now, so I can actually see it on my tablet. But cool. Let's say transfer these over. That's Matt's hard drive, alright. Okay, Stealth. Copy. Alright. It's copying just fine. Before, when I was trying to copy a movie earlier today, because I was having those problems with doing my movie ripping lately, it wouldn't copy over. I was getting a fatal error and stuff like that. That's why I powered my device so I can be a little bit better. How am I doing today? I'm doing good, just a little burned out. Yeah, work really burnt me out. Yep. I'm gonna try to chill out and relax this weekend. If my buddy Rob doesn't grab me at all, I'm just gonna chill out, just play some games and fix my car. Once that's fixed, then yeah, freedom again. I can get out and do stuff. I'm gonna get out to Matt's property and go hang out there for a night. We can live stream while we're at his property. So maybe next weekend I might do that. Get out to where, the Matt's property and go grab all my camera equipment and stuff like that. Make sure I got my tablet and my laptop and everything with me, and do some videos out there for a night, and that would be fun. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you want to see something like that, and it'd be pretty neat. Alright, okay. I transferred to that hard drive. Fine, now I got to transfer to this other one, see if it works. Oops. Unexpected error. Okay. This is what I was having before. Okay. Copy. Paste. It's like I have too many things plugged in, but that's no problem. I can fix that. Matt's hard drive, I can just transfer stuff over to that later. I just got to remember what I got to transfer over, so it's not a big deal. Cut. I got another USB 3.0 I can use too if I keep getting issues. Alright. Paste. So I hope everybody's doing pretty good tonight. I guess I'm doing alright. Now I'm gonna do this movie, Midnight Meat Train. So it's gonna go into horror. I'll put stealth up here so it reminds me that I got a movie I gotta put on Matt's drive. So alright. I remember where I picked this movie up at. Probably at a dollar store. Alright, here we go. Ripper. Sweet. My brother's at work tonight. He's just chilling out. Once I send my buddy Sir Vern's hard drive back to him, I'm going to start focusing all on my TV series, and luckily I'm only going to have one hard drive plugged in for that. I'm going to be starting out with doing my Voltron and my Thundercats, start ripping that, then after these I'm going to do my X-Files and then Stargate and Supernatural. So I got like what I'm going to be doing. And I still got my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 80s versions I gotta rip. Yeah, I got the Andy Griffin Show, the Twilight Zone. Yeah, I got quite a few of them I gotta do. But pretty cool. Be nice when I get it all done. My movie hard drive will be plugged into my other computer to transfer into to my big hard drive I'm gonna put into my the networking and stuff like that, so I can do that. So I just gotta put on my external, my big solid. I got a big hard drive. I'm just gonna put all my movies on and plug it in. It's pretty decent. So, and then my external hard drive would be empty again. It's just gonna take about 20 million hours to transfer everything over. And I'm gonna be working on my TV shows next on my other hard drive. But it'd be pretty nice when it's done. Get it all networked and stuff, and be Craig Flicks instead of Netflix. Not much chatter tonight, live tonight. Yeah, kind of just taking it easy. Alright, let's see if this movie read alright. Alright, okay. Midnight Meat Train. I don't remember if I ever seen this movie. If it's any good. Easily the best Clive Barker adaptation since the first Hellraiser film. I might watch this one later on. That's gonna be pretty cool. Heck yeah. Before I transfer all my movies onto my other hard drive, I'll probably just watch this one. Well, watch the physical version because I won't be able to do that while I'm transferring things over. But nah, cool. Oh, but my buddy Matt, I think he's at his property this weekend because I was trying to get him to get on my stream tonight, and I don't think he's home, so he's probably out there. So, yeah, would have been nice to get out there tonight. That would have been awesome. Alright. Oh, you chatted with my pops yesterday? Heck yeah. My dad crashed and burned last week when we were working on my car. Tripped over the cardboard. Me and my brother had to pick him up off the ground there. Like, oops. I was like, argh. But yeah, he's doing good though. But at least calipers won't take long once I do it. I was going to do my calipers this morning, and my brother's going to bleed my brakes, but man, I was pretty roached. So we're doing it Saturday night. Fix your damn car already. You need 2 people to do it, you dumbass. ripping some movies. Shot the stuff. What's up, Robert? See, you finally just popped on early tonight for you. Holy crap, you don't usually get on here till like 11 o'clock at night. What, wrestling's not on tonight? Good movie. Alright. No, that's Keegan laughing out loud. Keegan's probably watching our live stream right now. Little snot brain. I think he's on his PlayStation playing Fortnite. Probably with Joe. Yeah, Robert ripping some midnight or some meat train, the midnight meat train. I just woke up. Yeah, I know, you work over, you're just waking up now. Could have woke up like 5 hours ago. I don't have any clue. WWE. I'm gonna be ripping this one afterwards. Escape Room. I was watching this one a couple days ago. Not too bad of a movie. Kind of underrated. I forgot all about it and just watched it. Yeah, he was just there today. I was gonna stay over yesterday, but I was tired. Yeah. Try to get my Leprechaun movies ripped tonight. I ain't got very many things I'm ripping tonight. I didn't make a pile today. But I did get 3 movies ripped before I went live, though, just to think around with everything. Stupid chair. Need to get a new one. I'm checking out my ripping right now. It's not doing too bad. Let's see who's on here tonight. We got 6 people, it looks like, on here. At least my tablet somewhat tells me who's kind of chatting with me. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to Silent Hill remake, the first one. That's going to be kind of interesting how they're going to pad that game out, because if I remember correctly, that game wasn't very long, the first Silent Hill on PlayStation 1. I should get my memory card and plug it into my PS2 and get on there, find out everything I unlocked in that game. He literally did 4 bumpers and ran his mouth the whole time. Yeah, sounds like Keegan. Shows 7. Yeah, I didn't stream on my computer last week, but for some reason it told me I was on this computer like 5 days ago. It must have updated because I was not on here. Will we be getting a rookies video soon? Yeah, soon. I'm gonna try to get back into maintenance and stuff like that, where I got more time to do stuff. I've been talking to our recruiter at work there, and they got an idea where they want to put me at my work. I just gotta sign a bid roster, they call it, type thing. It's a book that we gotta sign, and I just gotta sign it, and then I get transferred to maintenance. So I make that maintenance money, and I get a half a year on and a half a year off. So yeah, that's kind of why I haven't done a rookies video lately. It's been kind of harder and harder for me because of my health and all that to kind of stay up and try to do, try to go to rookies like I used to. So if I get back into maintenance and get myself back to normal again, where it's not so rough for me to get up, then I'll be able to do it. Hey Trevor Bang, I'm here. Sweet. But yeah, definitely getting a rookies video soon. It's going to be pretty epic when I do go there to get all the stuff I need to get. It's going to be nice because I got some clicks there I gotta show, but he's got a whole bunch of them I want to do a video on once I pick them up. But yeah, we'll be getting rookies. Don't worry. It's gonna be nice when I do, as I miss going over to see Jack every week. Or Jackzilla. But what's up, Craig? Fun times indeed. Not too bad, just chilling out, relaxing, waiting to get my car fixed this weekend. Hey, yes, here. But who knows? Maybe I might see Jack tomorrow if I get up early enough. I could probably drive my car far enough to do that. The rookie's really not that far from me. We'll say hi to Jack. We'll grab a couple of my books and maybe get a quick video from him. But we'll see. Like I said, right now I've been kind of limiting my driving just back and forth to work, and that's it till I get my calipers fixed on my car. Driving around with one caliper is not fun when you put on your brakes and it kind of pulls. Yeah, it might be a good old garage video tomorrow. So yeah, it might be another live video if things go right and get my phone out. And too bad I can't do this. I got to do that. I saw where Sony's supposed to be refunding the people who bought Mind's Eye. Yeah, that's true. They're refunding people. They are refunding. So is Steam. They're refunding people. Kind of wonder if it's gonna be like the PlayStation's other little shooter game that did epically poor. Yeah. Take it down. All I know is those people should be ashamed of themselves. That's, trying to do a money grab and take advantage of people. And didn't give proper review copies to people to talk about the game and stuff like that. And when people got the game and they were doing paid advertisements, one guy had the game crash on him right in the middle of the live stream, so he couldn't play the game no more. John Raptor, one of the guys I watch all the time, he's issuing refunds for people that bought it through his paid deal there from that game. So yeah, he's paying people back. They just got to prove that they bought the game through his video and stuff like that, and he's gonna pay the people back on that. So they felt pretty bad about it. You know the game's bad when even YouTubers are paying people back because they feel bad about it. But it's gonna be a nice video to talk about at the end of the year when you get the worst games of the year. Gamers selling out, yeah. But man, I'm still worried about Grand Theft Auto 6. I just hope that doesn't fail, because that's another one. I'm just I know it's Rockstar, but the way modern gaming is going lately, I'm still worried about GTA just screwing it up. I don't want them to screw it up. I want to play some Grand Theft Auto 6 and not have to worry about it. Ricky Brown has a question. What is it, Ricky Brown? Ricky? About 4 more minutes on my movie that's ripping. Getting there. Nice. Message retracted. Hey Lester, what's going on, buddy? Hey, you got my live stream today. I'll probably be live streaming tomorrow, fixing my calipers, so I might get on there tomorrow night, and I'll be going on my dumb mode and have to do this when I live stream with my phone. It's technology, I swear. But yeah, last weekend we live streamed and putting a bolt inside my lower control arm. You'll get Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, Remake's already been out. It's going to be Final Fantasy, whatever they call the third game. But part of the remake. That's supposed to be the trilogy. They got to make their money somehow. Well, Square Enix is never happy when they release a game but don't sell them. They can sell millions of copies and they complain, oh, it didn't sell enough copies. Heck yeah, I made it, but I'm getting ready to go to the gym. It'll be cool to catch a live garage video. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Can PlayStation play movies on disc? PlayStation 2 can play movies. Actually, I don't know if you're burning a disc. I'm not sure. You probably need a modded one. I don't know. I just go PlayStation 5. If you got just a regular movie disc, yeah, it'll play on your PlayStation 5. If you got like a DVD or a Blu-ray, yeah, you can put it in there and play it. What I use pretty much most of the time anyways when I watch a movie. Everybody says, man, you're always online on your PlayStation. What are you doing? Watching a movie. Well, most of the time it's my PlayStation 4 that I'm watching movies on. My PlayStation 5 is on my other side of the room, but yeah, if you got Blu-rays or DVDs, it'll play just fine. 4K will play. 4K movies will play on your PlayStation 5 easily too. Just don't play no HD DVDs that Xbox had. They're gonna feel stupid when they put it in there. Like, oh, why is it playing? Yeah. Well, yeah, you can watch movies on it. If you get a PlayStation 5 Pro, then you gotta buy the disc player, Oh, speaking of movies, I just got done. One just got done ripping. Do they play the copy ones? I don't know. I should try that out sometimes. I don't burn movies. I don't rip them, burn them like that. I just put them on my hard drive. But I should rip a movie and see if it plays. I don't know. Actually, I got a couple of rip movies in my collection. I'm assuming it will play. I don't see why not. Alright there, Larry the Batman fan. Does your PS4 ever overheat? No. For one thing, I got a solid state drive in it. It's a PlayStation 4 Pro. It's set up pretty good. Alright, Midnight Train is done. Okay, I'm going to lower this chat, but I'll still see it on my tablet, of course. Alright. Copy. Paste. Alright. I think the dirt track ones, that's why I have a dirt track ones, that's why I asked. Try it, you know, worst comes to worst, it just says don't recognize the disc. I don't have a PS5 Pro, I just have the original PS5 Pro system. It's the one with the disc, not the digital one. Yeah, you better have the disc drive anyways, especially if you got a collection like I got. But you can try a rip movie on your PlayStation. I don't see why it wouldn't work. It should. But I've got so many things I can watch my movies on. I got two of my computers here. I got my PlayStation, I got my Series X, I got my PlayStation 3, I got my PlayStation 4, I got my Xbox One X, and yeah, I got many things I can watch movies with. I'm still here, just done cooking some burgers. Oh, sweet. Go eat some cows, man. Cut. Or paste. Next movie now is Escape Room. I'm going to rip real quick here. Okay. And get the sucker out. Make sure that this looks good. Nice. Play Days Gone. I played Days Gone back when I was on PS4 originally. I'm still got to finish the PS5 version. I just haven't touched any game. Well, I did touch one game and I regret it, but I'm still playing Fantasy Life 2. So that game's controlling my life right now. Fantasy Life. If you haven't played it yet, that's a great game just to get on. It's just a good relaxing game. Someone told me it's a farming simulator. No, it's not a farming simulator. It's fantasy life. I mean, it's a life simulator, but it's a good one. It's not a dumpster fire. It's actually good. Yeah, remaster, not much additional, but I like Days Gone though. Days Gone is pretty sweet. Gives me an excuse to go through it again, which is not a big deal. See if I can get platinum trophy on it again. But yeah, but if you haven't played Fantasy Life 2, pick it up. If you want physical, good luck with that, because you have to get the import version of it. If you know, you can get it, and you can play the English version on it, so just keep that in mind. But I don't know if the Switch version, the Switch 2 version is or the Switch version is import or not. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm going to play Splatterhouse on PS3 later today. Yeah, I got that on my computer. I didn't use my copies. My copy's sealed. I actually downloaded a ROM for it, so I can play it on my computer. But sweet, playing some Splatterhouse. Pretty sweet game. Alright. Yeah, I know you've been playing that game a lot lately. Yeah, I like that one. It's really pretty cool. I can't put it down. There's other games I'm gonna get on there. There's one game I didn't show on my videos yet. That Suikoden remastered game. I got that one. I haven't even talked about it yet, and I figured I was gonna wait for a couple more games before I talk about it. I still gotta finished watching your PS3 collection. Problem is the video's almost 3 hours long and I don't have the time to watch the whole thing. No, I just watch it in bits and pieces. Silent Hill F and Silent Hill Remake is going to be nuts. Yeah. Silent Hill F comes out this year. I couldn't remember when I was doing the video when that was being released, and I remember vaguely in my head it was coming out, I think in September, and I was like, yeah, okay, sweet. I have to get that one pre-ordered. That one's gonna be that's gonna be really, really good. Silent Hill Remake is gonna be nuts. Deliver at all costs. Finally arrived in the mail. I got that one game I ordered on eBay back in February. I keep getting phantom messages or something saying that the package was delivered, but it never was. It's like whatever. I told the post office, man, just whatever, man, just delete this whole information about this game I'm supposed to be getting, which I already got a copy of it. Even got refunded. So that's dumb. But Silent Hill Remake, I hope it don't take forever and ever and ever. I'm hoping they've been working on Silent Hill Remake for a while. That way we don't have to wait a long time for it. That is a really nice Striper shirt. Yeah, my buddy Rob on here caught the Bible at a Striper concert. I took him to one. That was a pretty cool. Check out Ill. It looks like the craziest first-person shooter. Yeah. I don't know if I got that on Steam yet or not, but I seen some gameplay of it. One of my YouTubers I watch, I think, was playing it, but I have to see if I have that one. It looks pretty sweet on good old Ill. I never played too much Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2's remake is pretty sweet. Now looking at all my Silent Hill games, I'm thinking, man, I forgot how many Silent Hill games I actually got. It's like, geez, I got a crap ton of them. It's not hour yet. Yeah, I know Striper is a Christian rock band. Yep. But Striper's been around for a long time. That was a good show. I think the drummer at one time played for Firehouse, I believe, if I remember correctly. Oh, I'm having a brain cramp right now. Can't think straight. But I think so. The guy that was playing with him right now played for Firehouse a long time ago. So I've seen Firehouse before. It's weird. I want to see Firehouse now because they got a new singer. Silent Hill is awesome. I'm going to play Silent Hill 3 on PS2 for the first time this October for Halloween. You know, I don't have the PS2 version of Silent Hill 3. That's weird. I don't think I've ever bought that one new either, ever. But I do got my Silent Hill HD collection. It's got Silent Hill 3 on that for PlayStation 3, so I can actually play through it on that one. Yeah, the bass player. That's what it was, a bass player. But pretty cool though, good old Striper. But that was funny. Robert caught a Bible. Was probably sitting in the back of his vehicle underneath some bottles and some CDs. Probably just sitting there. The other sweet bro is the drummer. Yeah. What TV series are you currently watching? Nothing right now. I got my Netflix turned back on today on accident. I'll probably re-cancel it because Netflix has got nothing still. I haven't been watching really anything right now. The North American copy comes with a CD soundtrack for the game, one of my most expensive games in the collection. Which game is it? The North American copy. I'm having a brain cramp. Are you talking about Ill, I think? Oh, Silent Hill 3. Okay. Like I said, I never had the PS2 copy of Silent Hill 3. I mean, I can get it. I just don't care to get it because I got the PS3 version of it. Yeah, Striper, Resurrection Band, X Center, Petra, White Cross, Mortification, White Heart, and Jerusalem were all Christian rock bands. Yeah, pretty much know all of them. Most of those bands I got, I'm friends with like at least one person out of each band that I know pretty well. In Jerusalem, I'd like, man, I haven't seen them guys in quite a long time. Jeez, I got a pretty cool double CD set for Jerusalem. It's pretty sweet. I used to have it on tape. But all go white cross. Are you one of those Christians that only listens to Christian music? Or do you listen? I listen to everything. Everything. Gotta remember, I'm born in '73. I listen to everything. I had my hands in all kinds of music. I got friends in all kinds of music. I mean, lots of friends in all kinds of music. Rob knows a couple of them. Barren Cross was also a Christian. They were old Christian band. Yep. Barren Cross. I'm friends with the guy that sings for Barren Cross. With us, he kind of looks silly looking. I always tell him that all the time because his hairdo. Oh man. But Barren Cross. Oh, what's his name? Let me look that one up real quick. No, I don't want that. Yeah, gotta learn how to spell on my phone. Have you watched my PS5 collections? Probably I have. When I get my YouTube, when I'm just chilling out, relaxing, you literally got my playlist of all the people that subscribe to my channel, to my TV, which I got a playlist. I think I even got you on there. So everybody that's got videos that watches my channel is pretty much on my thing there. So it plays through that playlist first if anything's new, then it goes to my normal videos. So yeah, I get to watch everybody's stuff. Yeah, Michael Drive, but that's not his real name. Have you watched my? But yeah, I'll probably end up watching it if I haven't already. Did my movie start ripping yet? No, not yet. I didn't even start my rip on my movie yet. Jeez, man, I'm just sitting there talking away. There we go. Now I can start my rip. That's all I know for Christian rock bands from back in the day. I do know punk rock bands that's supposedly a Christian punk band, which is One Bad Pig. Yeah, I got something from One Bad Pig from back in the day. One of my tapes I didn't get rid of, but yeah, I have a tape of theirs. I might have a CD of theirs too. But I got a very extensive collection of Christian rock bands, but then I got my extensive collections of all my secular bands. Yeah, tell people you can't be too judgmental about everything that you see in life because it's not, it's not worth it. You just kind of go with the flow, man. It's like listen to the music. Don't have to worry about the lyrics. Just jam out. Sometimes half the music I listen to, you can't understand the lyrics anyways. It sounds like someone gargling with razor blades. Rob knows what I'm talking about. Oh. I'm looking at some of my CDs right now. Do 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 do. I believe One Bad Pig is a Christian band. At least at one time they were. That's what good old Google's for. Yeah, American Christian punk band. Whether or not they changed their genre, you know, midway through their time. Why did you cut your tree? I'm just waiting for the right windstorm that my tree would have just fell on my house. If you notice where my tree was at, my house is right there. But no, we had to get rid of that tree because I've had branches from that tree fall on my roof and everything. We had to get it fixed one time. So yeah, it's not a safe tree. We had to get it cut. We're going to plant another tree, but in a different section of my yard where it's not going to go hovering over a roof. But got more room to pull my cars up now. But that was a big tree. All the squirrels were pissed off at us when we cut that tree down. They're all coming out. Squirrels, chipmunks, they're all coming out, flipping off their middle, whatever you want to call it, on their hand and calling us names and stuff like that. It's like, oh, F you, man. There's other trees around those yards. I got a whole forest behind my house. Go climb those trees. Yeah, I know it's still weird not seeing that tree there. It's been there since I lived there. But like I said, I got a whole forest in my backyard. All I gotta do is walk out my back door and I see trees for forever. Hopefully there's still Christian. There's a few Christian bands that no longer glorify God. Yeah, I got a video from Vengeance Rising from back in the day about that singer from that band turning all satanic. He's got cancer right now, I guess. The guy that used to sing for Vengeance Rising. Oh. But Vengeance Rising is still together. Luke Easter from Tourniquet is singing for him right now. What PS5 game do you recommend buying? Fantasy Life 2. Seriously? I mean, that game is pretty cool. I mean, it's epic. I think I got it up here. Oh yeah. This one's still sealed. I should open this up, see if there's a code in there I can use or something. But this is my physical version. Wasp is kind of a Christian band. Not quite there yet. He's released some Christian albums, but he's still kind of stuck with his record label and stuff like that, so he's got to be careful what he puts out. Vengeance Rising is Christian still. Roger Dale Martin got the band back together, and Luke Easter's playing is singing. Roger Dale Martin, I think, is playing bass or guitar. I can't remember which one he's playing, but yeah, they're still Christian. I'm waiting for them to try to come to Michigan so I can see them. I like Luke Easter's singing. Like I said, you check out some old Tourniquet albums, you can hear what he sounds like. He's perfect fit for that band. Yeah, those are some of my friends on that I know. Roger Dale Martin's a good friend of mine. But yeah, Roger Martinez, he was the old singer of Vengeance from back in the day, and he denounced God back in the day, and he sent me a letter and stuff like that over that bull crap. There's people out there talking about that, but for a while there, the people from Vengeance came up with a different band, which I can't think of it right now. Rob might know it, but they had a different band that was formed after Vengeance was out, split up. But Vengeance is back together. So Norma Jean, I don't know who Norma Jean still is. I've heard of them, but I don't think I've ever listened to them. According to this, they're not. They're just considered a metalcore band, so they're considered a secondary type music, secular music. I do like metalcore music, though. Is my name actually Craig? Yeah, that's actually my name. I get called many names at work though, so I guess that's not my only name. I get called lots of names at work, so yeah, I carry lots of good names. They look nice along Resident Evil 4 remake. Yeah. Norma Jean is heavy metal. If they're metalcore, that's probably going to be something I like either way, because I like metalcore music. Yeah, heavy metal. I always tell people, don't ever call a metalcore band heavy metal. It's like, don't do that. Metalcore is quite different. It's a genre I get into a lot. It's a one genre I like. Devil Wears Prada, so was August Burns Red. Yeah. Do I have the Resident Evil remakes on PS5? I got one of them on PS5, I believe. Let me look. I was just looking at them games too, but I do got the remakes. Resident Evil 4 remake I got on PS5. I got that later, quite later. I got it like towards the end of last year. I got Resident Evil 4 remake because I bought the digital version of that game originally, so I never worried about it right away. But I do have that one. Where's my games? Here we go. Resident Evil 3 remake I got on PlayStation 4, unless it came out on PlayStation 5. I don't know. But Resident Evil 7 I only got on PlayStation 4. I was talking about that thing in my video. I don't have a PS5 version of that one. I thought about getting the gold edition of Resident Evil 7, so I can have it. So I ain't got to worry about downloading all the DLC for it. Yeah, it's like Fantasy Life game here. That's the only reason why I downloaded the physical version of it. Is I want the actual American copy. Because sometimes when you buy a Japanese copy of a game, even though it's in English, if you get DLC for it, sometimes it don't work. So you gotta have the right region code before you can get DLC. I'm not sure with this one though. I'm not gonna attempt to try it out. Resident Evil 7 goes only $18 right now on Best Buy. That's not bad. Like I said, I want to get the gold version of it. So I like 7. 7 is that's probably one of my favorite Resident Evil games. It's scary as hell when you play it, especially in VR. That's why my PS4 version, I like that one, because once in a while I plug in my VR over there and sit back on my chair. I do videos and play Resident Evil 7 in VR, and yeah, it scared the shit out of me for a while. Awesome game though. But if I want gold version, I want to get a PS5 version of that one, and so that won't be my VR version. I'll just play it on the PS5 then. Yeah, it's a good game to go back onto and just keep playing. That's one thing I like about Resident Evil games. You beat it and you unlock things and you can play through it again. Unlock some more things. Oh, the VR version made you nauseous. When I first started playing Resident Evil 7 in VR, I was still a virgin on VR, and yeah, it made me nauseous. But as long as I got a good day where I'm not feeling so crappy and all that, yeah, VR, I can do VR hours now. I mean, hours. Now I got my whatchamacallit from Facebook there. I play that one quite a bit still. Yeah, I gotta get the new version of that one, MetaQuest. I gotta get the MetaQuest 3. I buy the MetaQuest 2 because I want to play some games, and a month later they announced MetaQuest 3. I'm like, God, bastards. So yeah, I'm not gonna. I want to get MetaQuest 3 because there's some cool games coming out for it too. But yeah, VR is not for everybody. If you're gonna start doing VR, get motion sickness pills and take baby steps when you're doing VR, and just slowly wean yourself off those motion sickness pills and just do a little bit at a time, Eventually it's second nature, and then you start doing first person shooters and you're showing off to your friends you're on a roller coaster. I was like, yeah, do the roller coaster, man, you feel ill. Yeah, that don't bother me no more. My VR on my PS5, I haven't been on that in a while. I should get on that. So I got some games from my PS5 VR. I always play my VR on my PS4 more than anything. But Resident Evil 7, their DLC, that was pretty sweet. Yeah, I played through all the DLC, but I bought it like separately, downloaded it separately. That's why, like I said, that's why I want the gold edition. Alright, about 32 seconds on this one. My brother offered me his PS2 VR1 since he's got the VR2. You should get the VR one. There's some pretty cool games on the PlayStation Store that you can get. There's one in the Japanese store if you just want to just chill out and relax. Yeah, I got my phone. I haven't been on this game in a while, but it's in Japan. It's just the settings where you can actually get on your phone, do Facebook on your phone while playing this game. It's just a relaxing game, but it's in Japan. Interesting genre to check out is Christian black metal. Yeah, I've got some Christian black metal somewhere. Not Hero DLC doesn't come on Resident Evil 7 Gold. It's still separate download. Everything else is on disc. Okay, that still be fine. If I had to deal with one DLC, that I could deal with that. Okay. Hold on a second, I'll answer your question here in a minute about some good PS5 games. Pretty sure there's some people on here who can tell you some good ones. There are some good ones out there. Escape Room. I gotta copy and paste that one. Copy, paste. Then I gotta start the Leprechaun series. This is what's gonna take the bulk of my night doing this. Leprechaun in the Hood. Better make sure I don't have it first. Make sure I didn't rip it. I have to look on my PS5 app to see what kind of games I got. I want to play a hidden gem, play A Quiet Place. That's actually a pretty decent game. That's not a full price game yet. I just looked at it. It's like the first thing that popped up. Horror. There we go. Paste. Delete. Now see if I got any Leprechaun movies on my hard drive already. Don't look like it. Nope, I don't. Sweet. I can rip those now. Heck yeah. What's your deal breakers when it comes to movies? Boring family movies, literally. I like more of my horror movies, action movies, adventure movies, and stuff like that. But when you get those made for TVs movies that are just love stories and stuff like that, and no. I fall asleep and barf in my mouth when I see stuff like that. Leprechaun. Heck yeah, disc 1. Leprechauns 1 and 2. Oh great, I got a multi-disc. Crap. I hate these. Yeah, Quiet Place, they made a game. It's pretty cool game. I actually like it. I got through most of that game. I don't remember finishing it. I might have finished it. Let me see what other games are pretty decent. If you want to play a good Assassin's Creed, play Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's actually pretty decent. That's a smaller Assassin's Creed game. It's actually don't take long to beat it, and it's a decent story. I like that game. Of course, Astrobot, can't go wrong with that. I talk about Balatro too many times. I would say that one. Of course, if nobody living underneath the rock, you got Clear Obscure's Expedition 33. But yeah. Alright, I gotta get off my thing there. I gotta play some movies here. Well, you try Mirage on Assassin's Creed. It's not the big open world that you get out of Assassin's Creed. It's actually a good Assassin's Creed. That's really good. How big is my gaming backlog? Watch my PS3 collection video. That's how big my backlog is. Okay, alright. I gotta play a movie real quick here. So you're gonna hear something in the background. Oh boy. If it plays. Yeah, I could win the lottery and have all the money in the world where I can just do a whole lot of nothing, just sit and play video games. I will still never get caught up with all the games that I got. What's the best place to find a girlfriend? Don't ever do it at work. I tell people that, don't ever do it at work. Well, people at my shop never learn. They never learn. I warn them and they never learn. Rob knows what I'm talking about. Alright, what Leprechaun is this? The first one? That's so stupid, man. I gotta rip movies on. They put 2 movies on 1 disc. Disc 2 has got 3 and 4. Disc 3 has got Leprechaun in the Hood. Leprechaun in the Hood 2. They made 2 Leprechauns in the Hood? Oh, they had Leprechaun Origin. That was the one made by WWE. Leprechaun Origins.
Try as they will, and try as they fight.
You guys probably hear my movie.
Whose deals we go, or we live through the night.
In Jamaica. Yeah, in Jamaica. We got a guy at work who's got an Asian girlfriend, which is funny. But she lives in California and he lives in Michigan. You know, he works at our shop. I told her, "Are you sure she didn't come off the boat and migrated to California?" "Oh no, I think she's born in California." No, she wasn't, man. She wasn't born in California. Don't let her fool you. I told my buddy at work, is like, you know, the mom will probably pay you $30,000 just to marry her. "Oh no, I wouldn't do that." Like, oh no, man, she probably will. Between the 2 of you, plus it's possible to end up fired over the job. Yeah, some of the girls at our shop, yeah. They're cool people to talk to, probably party with, but no, not for dating. Leprechaun. What year did the first Leprechaun movie come out? Let me look it up, because I gotta put the year in whenever I do multi-discs. Ah, 1993, okay. God, that movie's been around forever. I have not had a girlfriend. I have not had a girlfriend live in the flesh for 10 years, and it really bugs me. I would say just get out of the house and go to the bar or something and go meet them. Being sarcastic right now, but yeah, it's hard. Yeah, the problem is a lot of good-looking girls are taken. Leprechaun, all right. Okay, start. Hopefully it rips fine. Sweet. No, it's like I had that happen to me one time at my old job where this lady at work, she wanted to give me some money to go to Vietnam and bring her granddaughter back. I'm like, oh no, I just stay home. I don't want to go there. Have I watched the new Final Destination? No, I've been wanting to watch it, but I've been stuck at home for about 3 weeks. I want to see the new Final Destination movie. Believe me, I do want to see it. It looks good. I got the movie ripping now. Sweet, now I can get my chat back up. I'm all staring at my tablet for my chat, and I forgot I got my computer here. I gotta get some music on my little MP3 player for work. Keep forgetting to bring this to work. If you ever get, you ever remember these things, little MP3 players? Yeah, I actually found one. Is it a scam if a woman on Facebook has to give out a phone number or just she can use a WhatsApp? I don't know, man. It's like those online dating apps actually work, because one of my buddies at work, he actually found a girl online. He married her and everything. They're happy together. I know two people that actually did it online, which is ironically crazy. I was like, hey, it actually works. I was talking to a girl on dating app and she told me she has her. Oh man. I wish my buddy Tad, his name was Richard, but we call him Tad, was on here right now, chatting with us, because, yeah. I took my buddy out to this trailer one time to go help this girl out, because this girl's guys were harassing her, and they're threatening me and my buddy Tad over the phone, and this is back when I used to party and stuff like that, so we continued to go over to the trailer park to go take care of business, me and my buddy Tad, to go take these guys out and throw them out the trailer. Which when we got there, and I grabbed the one guy from the shirt, threw him up against the wall, and he started crying, and he bought me beer, and so I was happy after that, but I still threw their asses out. But no, the girl that we had to rescue, she had herpes. And my buddy Tad was all kissing on her. I was like, dude, come here. What? She's got herpes, by the way. Oh my God. He jumped so high off her and stuff like that. Just, he felt so bad after doing that, and jumped to the chair on the other side of the room and stuff like that. It's like, I tried warning you, buddy. It's a crapshoot, really, because some of them won't FaceTime you, but they'll talk to you on Facebook, but you never see their face. Yeah. Good old chatting with them. But there's nothing wrong with talking to girls and all. It don't matter what they look like. Just talk to them. Be nice to them. You never know. You might be talking to a dude, but still, you can still talk to them. I love reading those comments on stuff like that where people are talking to dudes online. They didn't know that was a dude, like, because they don't want to FaceTime. Pay me money and I'll talk to you. That was like a big thing back before computers were around, and stuff like that, and where they phone call you. But on the other hand, on today's day and age, I don't know. You know, you might be talking to a woman, because there's some desperate women out there that wants companionship. You just gotta find them. I feel bad for countries like Japan, where they're so conservative, man. They're so like stuck to themselves and don't want to make a scene. And they're talking about the population of Japan shrinking because of it. Nah, they got to FaceTime with me. If they don't, after that, I remove them from Facebook. Well, if you're on YouTube a lot like me, they already know what you look like, so that won't be the issue there. They already know what you look like. But if you go to the right chat rooms and right dating apps, sometimes you find pictures and all that, and most of the time you want a live video, you know, talking to them if you can do it. Sometimes those apps want you to do that so you guys know it's a real type deal, but I don't know what those apps are because I don't go on them. There's an old song that I used to listen to that I'm always careful about. Oh, looking for love in all the wrong places. Anyways, enough about dating apps. Let's talk about something relevant and cooler right now. You're right. Thought it's not good to find girlfriend at work because you risk getting fired from the job. Well, it's not that. Yeah, you got your significant other at work. Next thing you know, you're arguing back and forth. It makes for a nice scene, and then Union Stewart Craig's got to go rescue him. I got to split them apart. Yeah. See, that's my job too. I'm a steward at work. So I get to see everything. Rob's my other steward. Rob's a steward too. He gets the blunt end of it on the other end of the spectrum. Oh, poor Rob. I feel bad for him on some days when I'm on the backside where I'm at painting, and he's got to be upstairs. I like that you got a sense of humor. Yeah, I gotta have a sense of humor. If you see all the stuff I gotta deal with, you gotta have a sense of humor. Going to the gym now. I'll be in and out on here. Sweet. Have a good workout, buddy. Do some arm curls for me, man. I got my dumbbells that Rob gave me out. Maybe I'll get off my lazy ass and do a couple of those. Feel like I accomplished something today. I know if Rob gets up early tomorrow, hopefully Rob's sleeping now, he can get up early. You're still on here, Rob, ain't you? He's probably watching wrestling now. Wrestling's probably going on. I believe it's on Netflix. WWE. Well, I got my Netflix back so I can actually get on there and see. I'll go cancel it again tomorrow. Thanks, man. Started making protein shakes again. Sweet. I still stick with my G Fuel, my pre-workout. Okay. Hey, Resident Alien. Didn't that come out with a new season? I think. This says I was watching Resident Alien at one time. I should watch it some more. Alright. Get back on here. See where my movie's ripping at. I say one thing, everything's been running smooth on my computer right now. It's kind of unusual. Nice. I don't think it'll take me long to rip through all these Leprechaun movies because you got 2 movies on a Blu-ray disc. So they don't take long to rip one movie. But Leprechaun in the Hood, they got 2 of them. I forgot they made 2 of those. Later on tonight, if I don't watch a movie right away, I'll be playing my Fantasy Life game. Yeah. Oh, since I'm going to show the game here eventually, I'll show you the game that I did pick up recently that came with that Dumpster Fire Mind Eye. Yeah, I got that Squeak It Ends 1 and 2 HD remaster, so I got this one now. So yeah, I've been wanting to play through these games again, so it's gonna be pretty cool going through that. So I can't wait. As for this, puke. Yep, put that back over there. What's your favorite superheroes? Well, Spider-Man's always gonna be my favorite one. That's my biggest comic book collection is Spider-Man. And then probably Deadpool after that. Why is Mind Game a bad? Why is Mind's Eye a bad game? Go watch some video gameplay of this, and then you'll find out why it's a bad game. It's hard to talk about. You know, when you make hard life decisions about things, and you buy something like this, you question your life about certain things when something like this comes out, because yeah, you will start crying and you'll be in the corner making life decisions when you play this, questioning things. It's like, how can they do something that bad? Like I said, there's better games than that one. I got one right now. It's like let me see. I can show you a better game. I can show you a better game. Where is it? Oh, I know I got it somewhere around here. Oh, going through all my PS5 games. I know I got this one around here. I must have did a video on it because it's probably somewhere around. But either way, something I forgot to mention to anybody who's watching right now. You guys know this game, right? He's back. The guy's back. If you guys know what I'm talking about, he is back. He commented on one of my videos. But of course, he's not mentioning Dreamlight Valley, but he did comment. Yeah, Larry, oh, not Larry, but Lester would know what I'm talking about, but he went to the gym. Alright, my movie just ripped, so I gotta lower the chat real quick here. Alright. New folder. Leprechaun. Let's see, horror. Paste. Alright. I just got to copy the movie over real quick. Alright. Put that one in there. Sweet. Alright. How are you liking the Switch 2? Well, not too bad so far. I actually brought it to work twice now. Well, I've been playing, currently nothing right now. I must have been playing Mario Kart for a little bit at work, but then doing my Animal Crossing and my Welcome Tour and my Xenoblade Chronicles X. So I got like 3 games I'm playing on, or 4 games. 3 games I'm playing on here. Welcome Tour is, I wouldn't call it a game. More like a tech demo, but it's not too bad. It's the biggest launch for a game system ever, from what I'm hearing. It's like something within a week, like 3 point something million units sold. So all the scalpers are hurting right now, so they're not making their money on that system. So poor scalpers. I think that's funny. I heard a lot of negative things on the Nintendo Switch 2. I can't even talk about it 2 times on my channel. People are going to always have negative negative things they're going to talk about every system that comes out. They talk crap about the PlayStation 5 Pro when it came out, and it works fine. Series X and stuff, people probably talk crap about that. And I remember when PlayStation 4 Pro 4 came out, they were kind of talking garbage about it, and that was needed. That one was. But People always talk crap about everything. My problem with Nintendo is having one official launch game. That's my biggest issue with them right now. I was like, really? You guys couldn't come up with something else original? Something? I mean, at least they picked a popular franchise, Mario Kart, but still, one. But my opinions on the game key cards, I'm not too worried about that because I got a Steam Deck, and when the new Steam Deck comes out, those were all my third-party support games I'm going to be played on that, not my Switch. My Switch 2 is going to be for just Switch 2 games. The newer games' biggest problem is there's online heavy, and they have issues with microtransaction. Well, Mario Kart worked fine at work for single player stuff like that. I was playing through it a little bit at work, so yeah, there's online with it, but I can play through it single player too, so it's pretty sweet. But PS4 version is the best. The Pro version, obviously, that's the best one. If you get a PS4 Pro, just put an SSD in it, so at least you got something that's not moving parts. Alright. Okay, that transferred over. Okay, cut, paste, horror. There we go. Delete. Now I put the disc back in and pick the other movie off that disc. There, now I can get back on there while I was reading. Yeah, Nintendo did that right because the original Nintendo Switch had no Mario game, and upon launch day, but Nintendo Switch 2 they did, which Nintendo, when that came out on day one, they had a game that made sense on launch, and they had the Zelda game, Breath of the Wild, that came out on launch day. That right there to me would have been a better game to play than Mario Kart. I like Mario Kart for the racing and all that, but yeah, the Zelda game made more sense on the Switch, on the original Switch. But I'm trying to think what games that I picked up for the original Switch on day one. So I know I got the new Zelda, and I got something else. I can't remember what it was. Interested in buying Nintendo Switch 2 because some cases you will buy not coming physical games for $60 to $80. Yeah, it's BS. When it comes to official Nintendo games, you are getting a physical copy of it, and it's going to be on the 64 gigabyte card, or cart. So that's good. And since I'm not going to have a huge Nintendo Switch 2 collection. I'm only gonna have certain genres of games I'm gonna be playing, and that's it. I'm not gonna get every Switch 2 game that comes out for it. I'm not gonna I probably won't get the Donkey Kong game, maybe. I don't know, but if Xenoblade comes out with a new game or something like that, or just something I get into, that's what I'm gonna buy on the Switch 2. My library of Switch 2 games are gonna be pretty small. My Switch library is pretty small. Split something on Nintendo Switch 2 has no physical game cartridge. Yeah, they got a digital code, but they weren't the first ones that did it. Xbox and PlayStation both does it. When you get a Fortnite game, you don't get a physical game no more, you get a code. So, and there is games even on the original Switch that does not have a card in it, that just has a digital code for it. So it's, people get the misconception that, oh, this is new that Nintendo's doing. No, this is not new. They've been doing this for a while. What's new is the key card is what's new. That's the big thing right there, is the key card. The benefit of a key card, in hindsight, is that you can still take that and trade it and get money for it. Where games like Fortnite or the cards that just comes with a code, you can't do that. You just get a case and a code, and that's it. Nintendo at least they're making it where you can still trade your games in, just as long as the servers are up. Metal Jesus says he's going to retire Switch 1. Yeah, you probably could. There's only a select few games you can't play on the Switch 1. Nintendo Label's one of them. You can't play that. Anything that has to take a special thing for your Switch is not going to play. That's an obvious one. But I still got my Switch OLED hooked up. I'll still have it there. You know, if I gotta use it, if my Switch 2 ever breaks and I gotta get a new one, I'll just go back to my OLED version and go play my Switch 1 games. Alright. Choose other titles. Alright. Now I gotta play this movie and make sure it's the second Leprechaun movie I gotta play real quick here. Oh, it's 24 minutes long. Never mind. Oh, here it is. This must be it. Okay. Play that one, alright. Yeah, if Metal Jesus came out with anything new this week. Nothing popped up when I got on earlier. No, just a pickup with Reggie, Metal Jesus. Switch 2 game pickups, 28 games. Switch PS5. I'll watch that later. That'd be pretty cool. I heard Nintendo Switch games are backwards compatible through Nintendo, so that's a good one. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be certain games that won't play because of incompatibility issues and stuff like that. Dabble, the Ring Fitness won't work because the controller's not going to fit inside the fitness thing, unless you want to duct tape it to it. Okay, which one is it? Leprechaun 2. Okay, I gotta analyze it. Leprechaun 2. What year did Leprechaun 2 come out? I'm gonna say 94, 95. There we go. Heck yeah. There, got my movie ripping. That took me a few minutes. Yeah, that's the thing that don't bother me. I don't care if it's R-rated, whatever. Some of my Christian buddies watches R-rated movies too, and in fact he talks about spooky stories and stuff like that, and it's like that should not really bother you. I mean, that's the one thing that people should look past and stuff like that, just to kind of just accept it for what it is. It's just satire. It's just a movie. Don't let it influence you type deal there. Popcorn flick, basically. There's some funny R-rated movies out there that are really funny. That just makes it R-rated, like Deadpool. I feel art is junk food, depending what it is. Sometimes the movie industries label a movie R-rated, and it shouldn't even be R-rated. It should be PG-13, period. I can't think of them offhand right now, but I got a few of them like that. But the studios don't like releasing R-rated movies anyways, because they make less money off those kind of movies. In the early 2000s, if you ever notice, a lot of horror movies or just thrillers and stuff like that were pretty much PG-13 because they can sell it to more of a bigger audience. You know, it was like when they make a movie, they're not doing it. They're not doing it for you. They're doing it to make money the best way possible. You know, like sometimes they don't think when they release a movie like Snow White, that was a dumpster fire. That's not even an R-rated movie. That was just garbage. It's subject to a different eyes and stuff like that when you look at it. It's like when you look at any kind of movie, because there's an R-rated Scooby-Doo movie out there. Now that's a dumpster fire. My Cousin Vinny would be PG-13 if it hadn't been for some of the language in the film. Yeah, that's a good movie, My Cousin Vinny. Good old Dreamlight Valley. The majority of the newer films or movies, for the most part, they are. Has some sad news. My uncle passed away today. Oh, sorry about that, bro. That's not good. Jeez. I know one of my family members passed away on my mom's side of the family. I had a notice on that. I was gonna tell my dad about it. I forgot. I gotta let him know. It's yeah, it's like someone from my mom's side of the family that passed away. So, see, if my dad knows him, most of my dad used to work with most of the people on my mom's side of the family where he used to work at a long time ago. I think on a rare occasion they make a R-rated movie that's okay, but 90% of the time I say no to it. I watch just about every movie that comes out except for the Joker 2 the musical. That's another one that I probably puke in my mouth if I watch it. It's like I don't want to watch a musical superhero movie or Joker movie for that fact. All right. One of these days I should do a video on some movies that got a bad rating that shouldn't have got a bad rating, you know, like R rating. That's what kills a movie too. Sometimes is when they get a movie and it's R rated. That kills a movie, believe it or not. When you got the studios that puts one out to be brave enough to do it, yeah. Well, if you look in the Bible and stuff like that, when you got to follow the lands of the law from man and stuff like that, and but at the end of times you got to be careful the path you kind of tread, but you always got to keep your belief to your keep your belief in God and read your Bible and stuff like that. It's things that you do on the physical action side of things and stuff like that. You gotta watch out for. But they always talk about the 10 Commandments, but then Jesus died for our sins, type situation. And when you take the Old Testament and the New Testament, now the problem lies too. When you look at that, it's the 10 Commandments is from the Old Testament, and then you got the New Testament where Jesus died for your sins. It doesn't give you a reason to go out and do stupid things and then expect to say, oh, please forgive me. It don't work that way. I'm fortunate enough I grew up around my mom that taught me and my brother right from wrong and stuff like that. We know influences and stuff like that is not going to affect us. That's why I got that sense of humor too and stuff like that. That's why I'm a good union steward at work. I see logic in everything when I do stuff and things like that. I gotta make sure I see it that way. Even in an R-rated movie that people talk about, I can go watch a movie and it does not affect my bottom line. Where most people, when they think mentally that it's gonna affect them, it's gonna make them go, oh my God, I'm doing something bad, which is something I don't agree with the Catholic Church, where they got to go to a guy and go kneel down and confess your sins to somebody, and they tell you to go do 10 Hail Marys and stuff like that. See, I did Catholic school too for a while, so I got to get that part of it too. I know Protestant, Catholic, Christian, and stuff like that. All that stuff, I've been through it. So I got an outlook on things a little different than some people do. It's like I don't go to church for one reason only, and that's because the people that are there. I don't follow another person from the church that's just going to talk about the Bible and his own opinion, because it's not about his opinion. It's about your personal relationship with Christ, not his personal relationship with Christ. It don't work that way. Yeah, I did Catholic for a while. It's just I never agreed with confessing my sins to another person. To be told to do that is, I guess, no, you got your personal relationship. One of my old fathers from the Catholic, Father Antikyre and stuff like that, he understood what I was talking about. He's still alive, I believe, too, because it's a issue when you take religion and religion wants to support things that's not supported in the Bible type stuff, and they support it. That's the influences that God warns us about, the sheep's and wolves clothing and stuff like that. Like that. Be careful what you when you go to church. Be careful what you're listening to. It was like, I don't let things influence my life. I do my own decisions. I make my own decisions. I read my own Bible and stuff like that, and interpret it the way I want to interpret, not the way someone else wants to interpret. It's like the moment you look at another person to interpret it, then you're looking at another idol. You're looking at someone else, that you're looking up to someone else, and that's an idol. You don't want to look up to that idol, to that person. Even me talking what I'm talking about, that's just me. Doesn't mean you have to do that, because you got your own beliefs and stuff like that. It's like, I should not have to pressure you into doing what I believe in and stuff like that. But I just tell people when people want to bring it up. Of course, I'm going to tell them. I don't get why when Muslims pray, they pray with their heads face down on the floor. I found it bizarre. Same with Muslim washing the feet in the sink and used to washing my hands in. Yeah. I help people out. I remember helping a homeless person one time, and the person that I was with criticized me for helping a homeless person. I bought him some McDonald's. I was like, look, man, I don't know what this guy's life was all about, but I bought him some McDonald's. It's no different than washing someone's feet, because that person's there. Doesn't mean you idolizing him. You're just helping that person out. That's yeah, that's something that really kind of killed me one time. It was a Pulaski parade, and someone criticized me for helping a homeless person. I had to explain to that person, I'm not. He's like, no. I don't care what that person did. He's still hungry. He's on the street. I'm going to give him a hamburger. copy this movie over real quick. That's the other thing too, and call it religion. That's just a word. Yeah, someone told me about, are you a religious person? It's like, no, I believe in God. I got my personal relationship with Christ. And it's like religion was just a made-up word that man put into place. Alright. Is this still copying? Yes. Sometimes it's good to help people out when they're homeless, but be mindful who you help out because some of them only want it for the pot. Yeah, but I grew up in the city of Grand Rapids. That's my hometown. You know. Yeah, I know very well what they're going to spend it on, but no, I don't give them the money to go buy a hamburger. I just go buy the hamburger for them. Oh, where is it? Leprechaun. Go paste. Alright, now for disc 2. Actually, I'll wait on disc 2. I got a new video coming on my channel. That'll probably pop up on my feed when I do crash out. Like I said, all my main subscribers that watches my channel are the first videos that usually start playing first. That's how I got it set up. Alright. Cool. There. Take a break from ripping movies. When I got these movies, it's got 2 movies on one disc. I do these usually off camera because they take too damn long. They don't, but they do, because I gotta extract it, but don't take long to rip them once they're going. Yeah, I'll probably have a new video out tomorrow night. There's gonna be a live stream of doing calipers on my car finally. Yeah, good old Thundercats and Voltron. Stacking up my stuff right now. But yeah, I got a guy that comments on my page. He disappeared for a long time. He came back. What was that guy's name? I'm going through my comments right now because I thought this guy like dropped off the planet of the Earth. Oh, where is my comments? Community. There we go. All right. Where is it? I must have commented on this thing there because it makes my chat disappear. Oh, here we go. Matt Furiola 6964. Hi, Craig Bush. I want to meet you. Anybody who knows this guy that watches my stream would know who this guy is. It cracks me up. We've been trying to get this dude on my live chat just to see who this person is because, yeah, we're missing him because he wasn't making no comments on my videos for a while. He finally came back. In Dreamlight Valley, she got Game of the Year. Yeah, I didn't even plug in my tablet at all to charge up. It's doing pretty good. Kind of wonder what happens if I took my tablet outside tomorrow and did a live stream with that. That would be alright. But Yeah, I just got done ripping for the night. I got to get another stack of regular movies to do, but I gotta start doing my TV series. This is my TV series hard drive. I gotta put my TV series on. I got, what did I got? I got all my Dragon Ball stuff on here right now. And I gotta get Matt's hard drive. I gotta transfer the stuff over to his real quick. Okay, plug that one. Plug this one in. So what kind of new video you got coming out tonight there, Larry? Larry the Batman fan. Alright, horror. Copy. I gotta copy this over to my buddy Matt's hard drive I just plugged in. Paste. There we go. Let that do its thing. Alright. Might get down to the gas station after I get off here, go get myself some snacks. Won't get too much today, because I still gotta get gas for my car. If you watch Joker 2, watch the last 10 minutes of it. It's the best part. I missed your little thing there. I try to watch the last 10 minutes. I have to go on YouTube so if they got the last 10 minutes of it. So I definitely have to check that out then. But the musical part of it, that's not me. Yeah. But I find out my buddy Matt's gonna, if he's at his campsite, he's supposed to message me back. He was online 23 minutes ago. You at your property. At your property. He'll let me know. Oh, yep, he just jumped online after I just sent that message. It'd be funny if he's home, he jumps on there real quick. Yeah, put these games back. Yeah, I should do another PlayStation 5 video of my current collection. It's starting to build up. I'm starting to run out of space on my shelf there. But yep, you guys will probably see this in a new pickup video probably in the next couple of days. If I get out at all to find anything to add to it. But yeah, this is pretty cool though. Good old HD remaster. Elden Ring Night Rain is super hard and harder than Elden Ring. Yeah, no, I've been wanting to play that Night Rain because I got a couple of buddies that play that game. That would help me out. One of them, his name is Big Dave. I mean, he's a big dude. I need help, Craig. It's packed over here at the gym. Holy crap. Hey Lester, you know that guy that comments about Dreamlight Valley and wants to meet me? He commented on my video, on one of my videos the past couple of days. I was waiting for you to come back on. I forgot to tell you that. He actually made a comment. He's kind of back. I'll still see if he's if he comments on this new one. It's packed at the gym. I should run over to my gym and see how packed it is this late at night. Planet Fitness. My Planet Fitness is right next door to GameStop. Oh, I gotta do meat train and ouch. Careful. I'm transferring some movies over that I just ripped over to my buddy Matt's hard drive. Escape room copy. There you go. Packed over at the gym. At least you have someone to help you out if you're going to bench press. You can get one of those people over there to give you a hand. Oh, the midnight meat train. All right. Oh, I hate it when I try to find a movie I got to transfer over. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Copy, paste. Yeah, my workout lately has been at work picking up bumpers. And normally I'm a hand painter, so one of our UTs called in, so I get to cover every job on the spot. So one of them scrap. That's one of my favorite jobs in the world because I got to take these heavy ass bumpers and I play basketball with them. I got to throw them in this little scrap bin. I think I pulled a muscle in my arm when I did that. Sucks getting old, man. Don't get old, people. Whatever you do, it's not worth it. But yeah, as for that Night Rain, I haven't bought that game, but if I do get it, I'll wait till it goes on sale. I do got the original Elden Ring, and I'm still stuck in the beginning parts of that game. And yeah, I can get my buddy to help me out in that game. I should just tell him, dude, just get on there and you kill all the monsters, and so I can get all the XP, please. I'm terrible at these games. Action, stealth, where is it? Copy, paste. Who knows, when I get back, if I get off this one, I might get back on my other computer and continue my stream on my main computer. If you had Shudder, watch Ugly Stepsister, Twisted Tale on Cinderella. Oh, I think I heard about that. Yeah, one of my buddies watched that one just recently. Told me it was kind of weird. Weird. Put this dumpster fire away. Garbage, maybe. Oh, speaking of Twist, anybody anxious to watch Twisted Metal, the second season, the love story? They better not screw this one up. I watched Twisted Metal. The show, it's like the beginning was good and the end was good. Everything in the middle of that show, forget about it. Alright, there we go. I gotta test all these hard drives out on my other computer, make sure they're working. Literally got, let me see, get my chat back up. I got this hard drive. I got to check on my other computer to make sure everything came out all right. I got my buddy Matt's hard drive. I got to check on his computer. Then I got my streaming one. I got to check out on my other computer. My other computer is set up for all. I can just plug it in, check them all out. It's just got my program I'm going to use when I start networking my movies. Murderbot is fun to watch. Murderbot. I think my buddy Rob's seen that one. Put them over there. Sweet. Alright, I'm going to get off this live chat real quick, and I'm probably going to jump over to my main computer. Might get back on, so stay tuned. I'm going to run to the gas station real quick, and I'll get on a normal chat on my other computer. I pre-ordered the new Metal Gear Solid 3 today. Oh, you can pre-order that. Oh, thanks for letting me know. I'm going to pre-order that. Damn. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to put fun times indeed. Fun times. Crap, that's control button. Indeed. There we go. Yeah. Okay.